frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my master.
All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Second and 15 now. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this is caught by Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Yellow. Let's go, Woo, lady.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 180.
Check, check. Hey, watch the slant. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 50.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, Michel. He knocks him back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Show it. Hey, alert. Hug. Here we go.
Rosen off the play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a second and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll run with White. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got his man, that's Harry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Michel going to try again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown, Chiefs!
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's caught. This is White. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. Catch is made by Harry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Yellow. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I don't need to. I'll go wide.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Again, it's Michelle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
On the ground, this is Michelle. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Rosen. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hug. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Now Rosen on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On second down, it's White. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On third down, Rosen. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Down to lose 1.
Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete to White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, Michel. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And it's Michelle once again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow me.
That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And again, it's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Mahomes on third. They complete it to Hill. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes throwing on fourth. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Yellow. Get that quarterback, D-line. Easy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Shane Ray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.